part in the Health and Fitness Expo. This was the first year that we held that particular effort down at the convention center, and it was spectacular, to say the least. Chuck DeVendra in the sales department, thank you for selling the hell out of something that WCMH could not. And Frank Wilson and Barb Geller and everyone who really made that happen 2 weekends ago. Congratulations on a fine effort. In talking to the company that sponsored this event and helped us with some of the national sponsors, they're out of Baltimore. They've never seen anything come together in 1 year like that. So it's a tribute to what we do and how we do it. And that's all because of you. It was also a great it warmed me to see everybody from the second floor intermingling with people from the first floor and everyone from O&N, people on the second floor. It was a great event. Thank you. Well done. You ready for some football? Well, 5 hours in less than 5.5 hours. We're going to be kicking off the season. Needless to say, I'm surprised to see Moose here.
I actually work today.
You actually work today? You're not on vacation, not on the golf course. And you're not at the stadium. Everything's good though?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm heading over there right after this.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't miss this. Debates. Just to touch on those for a second. We, along with the Columbus Dispatch and ONO, the Ohio Newspaper Association organization, the Ohio Newspaper Organization, will be conducting, we at WBNS TV, the Columbus gubernatorial debate. There will be 2 of those. And we will also, with ONN, be conducting the senatorial debate at a date to be named later, one of 3 sites around the state. I don't think you realize how impressive this is that WBNS and ONN have been chosen to be the site of both of these debates. And I found out literally yesterday morning why that was. It's because both candidates for senator, both candidates for governor, insisted that we be the station in Columbus. That's the gold standard. It doesn't get any better than that. They didn't have any problem. They didn't have any questions. Well, Frank, they had a few questions, but nothing that they couldn't. Hard to believe. Blues, Reds, they actually came together on these and satisfied all of their concerns very quickly. But one of the mandates was that WBNS had to host both of those in Columbus if they were to be a debate in Columbus. So congratulations. It's your reputation. You earned it very proudly. And now, yes indeed, after a 90-day search and in talking to some internal candidates and many external candidates, it again warms me to realize during a national search like this how many people want to work here. And we get the pleasure of working here every day, and sometimes we forget what we have. I'd like to thank Tanya for doing a great job in the role of acting news director. We have missed very few balls, and hit a lot of balls out of the park over the term of the last 90 days. I also have to take my hat off to her management team, Karen and Stu and Tim. Great job by everybody. We're holding it together. Take it on, Tim. Come on. You don't get to take it on. And how about Connie? Come on, give it up for Connie. It has been fun. But I have been able to come to a decision, and I'm happy to announce that we do have a new news director, or soon we'll have a news director at WBNS TV. It's an individual who comes to us with 26 years of experience in the TV news business. And when I lay it all out on paper, and I've done this a number of times, it's a magical fit for WBNS TV. But I'm happy to announce that the current news director of WKRC in Cincinnati, Albert Tucker, will be joining us on September 20th as the director of news for WBNS 10 TV. little bit about Albert. I've known him for 11 years now. He is the news director of KRC, a CBS affiliate in the Midwest television market, very similar to this television station. Albert's been at WKRC for 18 years. Went there as executive producer, became assistant news director, and eventually was named news director in 2001. So it's not that he doesn't have a lot of time and grade or leather in the saddle. He knows CBS. He knows local television, branding themselves as Local 12 in Cincinnati. They are the #1 station in Cincinnati, have been #1. He took them to #1 and kept them there. Albert, what else can I tell you? He has 2 children. He has a daughter, Faye, 17, a son, Reed, who is 13, and he and his wife, Janice, are now going to be moving to Columbus, about 90 minutes up I-71, northeast. Did I ever expect Albert to consider this? No, but no one ever called him to ask, and when I did, he busted out of the saddle and ran up I-71. As he said, wait a minute, Tom, you don't get it. I've been through 5 ownerships since I've been here at WKRC. I would literally run up I-71 to manage your news department. So he is very anxious to get here, but he's got a few things that are holding him back. A week ago Monday, they launched at WKRC a 4:30 p.m. newscast. And next Tuesday morning, they launch a 4:30 a.m. newscast. So he's been a little busy. And he would not come any earlier because he wanted to see this through out of deference to his news staff and his loyalty to the local 12 news team. So he's going to see this through. He's not going to walk away after he launches it on Monday. He's going to be there through the Friday before he packs his bag to come here on Monday. So that's the kind of guy we're getting. I think you're all going to be excited when you get to meet him. And I think you'll be impressed with his demeanor. And although both he and Frank Wilson are from Tennessee, you've got Frank Wilson up here with his euphoric attitude. And Albert's very calm. Wake up, Frank. He was born and raised in Chattanooga. He's never expected to be doing business in the north of the Mason-Dixon line, but loves it up here, except for the snow, he said. So, questions?
When did you say he started?
September 20th, Monday. He's going to be finishing, as I said, his dedication to KRC is paramount to him right now in getting these news programs off the ground. How many are familiar with KRC? They're a CBS brother and Chuck, you might, I'm sorry, you're right, you might know, you worked with Albert. So if you want to find out the poop, see Chuck.
He's very sales-bred. No, just kidding.
I would have been disappointed, Chuck. He did say there were way too many brands. Something about Progressive and Nationwide. He said it would be quick to get that shit off there. Don't push it. What else? Future. Come on. This is your chance. Everybody waits for me to walk out, and as soon as I get behind the chroma key, there are 5 people trailing me saying, but what about this, and what about that, and what about this? Pardon? Just to you, Vince. Vince asked me yesterday in the canteen who was going to be if I had made a decision. I said, yeah, John Butte is coming back. And go ahead. Your jaw hit the table. You were down. You were down. That was good. I haven't seen Vince speak. No one's seen Vince speechless. In how many years? 27 years? No questions? Then quickly run back to your desk, use my computer to Google Albert Parker. Because that's what you're going to do. You'll have more shit on him before 5 o'clock. Yeah, actually, you can do it now with your PDF. Pardon?
They've been doing it in here all along.
Yeah. What do you have so far, Tim? Say we train you as news guerrilla warriors. And then when you dig stuff up and it happens to be very, we ask ourselves why. We should know. We train you very well and we arm you.
I'm just curious as if he has ever been a reporter or photographer before, or did he just become a producer now?
Reporter photographer. He was hired at WTVC in Chattanooga out of college as a production assistant. Became a news producer 9 months later. Then moved to WBRC in Birmingham. Produced the 6 p.m. newscast. And then was hired in 1992 by WKRC as the EP. So it's not as if he's bounced from job to job. No, he's not. I'm not aware of him being a reporter or a photographer, but he started as a news producer. Tracy?
If I may, I work with Albert very hands-on, and, you know, we'll roll the sleeves and take control of the get to the air. I think it's great.
Wow, he likes sales and he's confident. Shit. How can I mess this up? Anything else? Anybody else work with Albert? Come on, raise your hand. Look at them filtering out of the studio. I get my computer. Google, Google. Bing, Bing. All right. Have a great day.